another Vintage Cube draft on Magic the Gathering Online. This is our opening pack. Got a couple of bangers. Got Tolarian Academy and we've got Exploration. 2 cards that go pretty good together, actually. Tolarian Academy, even in a deck that doesn't go hard on artifacts, can sometimes just be like a land that taps for 2. Exploration, obviously very good in a lands deck. I'm pretty happy with either, but I'm not going to turn down a Tolarian Academy. Not going to turn it down. Oh, look at that Doomsday. Oh no. Is this the day? Is this the day that we Doomsday? Are we going to do it? Oh man. Oh jeez. Also got a Narset. Yeah. Today we ball. The day we ball. Hymn to Turok or Preordain? I think Preordain, actually. I think we just need to cycle through our deck as best as possible. Tamiya. I am definitely into a Tamiya. Time Warp goes okay with Doomsday, right? So many words rhyme with Doomsday. Goes okay with Doomsday. Yeah, Time. There's Thassa's Oracle. We need Thassa's Oracle to work with Doomsday. We also would like the Urza's Bauble, but Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, also something can use with Doomsday. And then things start to dry up. We have Coveted Jewel. We could do Coveted Jewel. We could do a dual land. I think that we will take back around to our original pack. Not a lot here that we would want. I guess Cecil kind of combos with Doomsday. I mean, I guess that's kind of a combo, if you could call it that. We'll do the Urborg. Need to be able to cast Doomsday. And we'll take Fatal Push here. Just in general, we kind of want to have a little bit of a control sub-theme. Duelist of the Mind is a backup win condition. It's pretty good with things that feel like draw 7, discard 7, that sort of thing. We will take a Burst Lightning. I think it's not getting played. I don't think we're doing red. All right. So what pack 2 gives us. We have the engine and the win condition. We need ways to get the last few cards off the top of our library and then draw into Thassa's Oracle. So we need like a Thought Scour. We need Manamorphose, something like that. Chrome Mox is probably okay. Alternatively, we could take the Volcanic Island. Maybe we are kind of forced into playing red. We'll take the Chrome. Gotta like fast mana. There's Gitaxian Probe. That's one of the cards that we can use. If we can avoid having to play red, I think that would be ideal. Okay, what do we got going on here? I think we could take Duress. Although Bolas' Citadel is tempting. Yeah, I think we'll take the Duress. Just try to the Gitaxian Mox. I think we want to just disrupt ways that our opponent could beat our Doomsday. Grief is an option. So is Spell Pierce. I like Grief in people. And just another way to disrupt things. Undercity Sewers is good fixing. Mind Twist is a solid way to disrupt our opponent, especially if we can get some more fast mana. Kite Sail Freebooter also counts. I think rather than taking the Collective Brutality, we're just going to take the Sunken Ruins. We need to be able to cast our spells on time. Sunken Ruin is one of the better fixers for this particular deck. We could take an Expedition map. I don't know if we play this. Darkslick Shores, only worth taking. Bolas' Citadel came back around. I'm going to take it, but I don't foresee myself playing it. Although, I guess if you can Doomsday with Bolas' Citadel out, you can just draw the last few cards in your deck. I guess that's an option. Right now, our Doomsday pile looks like Thassa's Oracle, Gitaxian Probe. Wow, Underworld Breach. That's incredibly late. This is not a great pack for us. I think we take the Miscalculation. Yeah, I think we just take the Miscalc. There's Underground Sea. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Underground Sea. Mana Leak is an option here. We have Consider, which can go in our Doomsday pile, because that'll surveil a card off and then draw. Alternatively, we would want Imperial Seal. But yeah, I think we need to figure out our pile. Flooded Strand finds Underground Sea, Undercity Sewers. Yeah, we'll take the fetch land here. Manifold Key does go with our coveted. We have Time Spiral. I think we'll take the Creeping Tar Pit. Our mana is very well fixed, which is kind of important with Doomsday being triple black. Sadly, I don't think our first pick Tolarian Academy is going to go in the deck. Because right now we only have like maybe 4 artifacts for it. One of those artifacts will probably go away to try to find it. There is Mishra's Bauble. That can go in our Doomsday pile. There's Watery Grave. I mean, we're really hitting all of the blue-black lands, which is nice. There is Gush. Gush might need to go in the Doomsday pile. It's not like we're really missing the Watery Grave here. I'm just going to start to put all of our dedicated Doomsday stuff here. I guess we could do Harvester of Mysteries as like a 2-mana destroy a creature. I don't think that that's particularly good. I guess we'll take Wasteland. And I guess we'll take Crabomination, take Night's Whisper. Yawgmoth's Will is actually kind of good for this deck in case we accidentally lose. Well, I can't say accidentally, in case like we lose Doomsday somehow. All right, and now we're getting down to cards that don't really play in the deck. I love the art on Yawgmoth's Will. Ron Spencer is probably one of my favorite RPG artists. Obviously did a lot of great art for Magic the Gathering back in the day, but is really well known for the stuff he did with the World of Darkness. Like the stuff that he did specifically for Werewolf the Apocalypse. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Okay. What is this deck trying to do? That's a great question. So with Doomsday, we're going to get a 5-card pile. The second to last card is going to be Thassa's Oracle. So let's assume that the last card is literally in. Scoot over a little bit here. So we can do, let's say again, any card in between Thassa's Oracle, Consider, and Gitaxian Probe. So the way that'll work is we'll draw the Gitaxian Probe, however you say it, pay the life, draw the Consider, pay 1 mana for Consider, surveil the Crabomination to the graveyard, draw Thassa's Oracle, play Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle's devotion count is 2, which is 1 higher than Expedition Map, or 1 higher than the 1 card left in our deck is what I'm trying to say. So that would be kind of our Doomsday pile. That being said, what do we cut? I think I want to cut down a few cards so we can get our lands in. I'm not going to treat Chrome Mox as a land in this case. I don't think we're playing Crabomination. And I don't think we're playing Expedition Map, actually. I think we're unfortunately just not going to get there with the Tolarian Academy. Anything else that just straight up doesn't belong in the deck. There's a universe where we play Bolas's Citadel as the top card, and then we just get free spell, 1 mana spell, Thassa's Oracle. So I think we keep Bolas's Citadel. Other option includes Gush. So if we top card Gush, get Chrome Mox, Gitaxian Probe, pitch Chrome Mox. So that's a way that we could get there if we needed more mana, I think. 24. I think 24 is fine. That puts us at, we're not going to play the Wasteland. Maybe we'll board it in certain decks. 9 basics. 40 cards, 9 basics. Let's do a little sorting action here. Go. That is our deck. We are playing Doomsday. I'll see you in round 1. All right, we are here for round 1 against our opponent, Gross 90. We have lost the die roll. This is a keepable hand. We don't have a way to pitch Grief early, but we have a turn 1 play, a reaction spell, and get there somehow. Opponent did mulligan to 6. I do want to give a disclaimer that I do not predict that I will win many games with Doomsday. It is a hard archetype to play in Cube Draft, and I typically only do it because it is a fun challenge. I do not have a good winning record with it, though. honestly, if you're looking to draft for win percentage, like white-red Boros is probably the most consistent way to win in this format. All right, opponent plays a Bayou, which suggests to me probably either a reanimation deck or a lands deck. In which case, I probably don't want to lead on Darkslick Shores to play around like a wasteland. It's not hurting me to play the basic to start with. Obviously, Strip Mine gets me. Opponent is Vampiric Tutoring, and we definitely did not draft everything that we needed to make a successful Doomsday deck. Like, we didn't find any free counter spells like Force of Will or Daze. We didn't find a lot of fast mana, like we didn't find Dark Ritual or anything like that. Like, I think there were a couple of rituals that we passed, but we ended up passing them for things that we ended up needing a little bit more. Cabal Ritual, I think, was in there somewhere. All right, opponent is Vampiric Tutoring. What did they get? Who knows? We'll find out eventually. Opponent plays Blood Crypt for an Orcish Lumberjack. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's consider. I would like Tamiyo. Did we get a Surveil Land? We did not get a Surveil Land. I'm not playing the Flooded Strand. I think we're just going to play the Darkslick Shores. We're not going to play Tamiyo. I think we are going to try to hold open Miscalculation. Him playing an Orcish Lumberjack means that he's probably planning on turboing out something really big. And if that's the case, then I want to be able to sneak this past him. Alternatively, next turn we can play Tamiyo and then still hold up Miscalculation. It's got a Mox Emerald. Arguably the worst of the Mox in a lot of decks. Opponent's going to play this thing with Dash. I think we're just going to take the damage. That's fine. We're going to take like 8 damage, which is not insignificant. But we can protect next turn as well. Find Thassa's Oracle. Okay. We will play Urborg. And we'll play Tamiyo. Now we can protect Tamiyo with a Miscalc. Or we can Miscalc the Deathgreeter's Champion. Opponent is using the Lumberjack. They are trying to go hard. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. Find Fatal Push. I think we're going to go ahead and try to get... do I do Jace or do I do Grief? I think I just do Grief. Just try to see what our opponent's last real play is. We're not going to pitch for Flood Strand just yet. Because our opponent is so low on spells, I think I'm just going to try to get the last few out of his hand. Put him into top deck mode. Alright, opponent still has Deathgreeter's Champion. Also has Fiery Confluence. I mean, he can wipe the board. I think I would rather let him do that than keep doing backup and double strike. Like, he still has to draw a land in order to do this, but, like, if he wants to Fiery Confluence, he's got to pitch a land, too. And it drew 6. That's a good top deck. Mishra's Bauble. So we can Fatal Push 6, but then we don't have enough mana for Jace. So instead we could just pitch Clue tokens. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Play a Creeping Tar Pit. Let's, we're going to make a token. We're going to sack the token. We'll Fatal Push 6. So he can't block our Grief. And we'll play Mishra's Bauble and pass the turn. That's going to get in for 2. And I think we are going to go ahead and fetch now. Oh, we do have the Undercity Sewers. I am quite mistaken. Bolas's Citadel. We do not have the ability to cast. Find our land. Like that. We will attack. And then we will play Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. We will mill our opponent. Find Kitesail Freebooter. Play the Kitesail Freebooter. Take the Fiery Confluence. Opponent has a Vaultborn Tyrant in hand. That would take them some sacrificing to get to. Opponent is going to get the Vaultborn Tyrant down, though. Alright, so now I am in a little bit of a pickle. We are going to see what's coming up. Fabled Passage is coming up next. Go ahead and just get rid of because we know he's going to play it. Draw a card. It is an island. It is a swamp. Let's... Oh, too many there. We will flip Tamiyo. Tamiyo lets us return... lets us return a spell. It's not a big deal right now. Let's preordain. There's the Doomsday. That's what I'm talking about. Put that to the bottom, that on top. Play the swamp. Play Doomsday. Alright, so our pile is going to be Gitaxian Probe, Gush. This is going to mill 2 cards, and then draw us a card. So we'll do Consider and Chromox. 2, 3, 4, and one more. We'll take the Mishra's Bauble. Alright, the order in which we put them is going to be the last card I want to be is Gush. Then I want Consider, Gitaxian Probe, Chromox, Mishra's Bauble. And then I can mill myself for 2, draw the Gitaxian Probe, see what his last card is, play Consider, surveil to the graveyard, draw a card, and then win with Jace Wielder. Ah, Doomsday! Doom! Alright, that feels good. It always feels good to actually win with this Rube Goldberg machine of cards. I don't think there's anything I'm going to change. This deck's perfect. Alright. This hand can use a little bit more mana. I say that, and I mean, we can still get 3 mana with Chromox. Hopefully we can wrap down a Coveted Jewel pretty quickly. But we will keep. What I really mean to say is that we don't have a lot of fixing. We just only have blue. Opponent has a Mox Ruby, so we got double Moxes. A solid pick. Hey, there's our Borg. Exactly what we needed. Exactly what we needed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Chromox and put the Time Warp under it. I'm only doing this to make them think that I have a counterspell. And whatever they cast, I'm going to think about for a very long time before I do nothing. See, right now they're not playing something, which could mean that they don't have something to play this turn, or it could mean that they're trying to play around a counterspell that I don't have. I used to play Magic with a good friend of mine who, if you had 2 blue mana out, he would always play around the counterspell whether he thought you had it or not. Like, he would never call your bluff. And it was really easy to trick him with it. So I got really used to doing it. They did play a land, though. I'll play the Urborg. I think I will Night's Whisper. All right. And we found a Fatal Push. If I Fatal Push this guy, he gets to Eternalize it. Yeah, we'll hold up Fatal Push and Consider. Our opponent's going to Vampiric Tutor. All right, opponent has Vampiric Tutor for something. We will never know what it is. Sheoldred, huh? All right, well, in that case, we will Consider. I don't think Gush is something that we can play right now. We need to find a way to trigger this Fatal Push. We find Gitaxian Probe, not a card that we can play right now. I think we'll play the Creeping Tar Pit, pass the turn. The Vampire Hexmage. Might be Dark Depths somewhere with the Vampiric Tutor. Right. Mishra's Bauble. Excellent. We will Mishra's Bauble. We'll play a land. We will see what our opponent's next card is. It is a Bayou. We will Fatal Push Sheoldred. And I think before he gets a chance to, like, reanimate it or something, let's play the Gitaxian Probe, not for life. And I think we are just in a desperate enough situation that we're going to play Thassa's Oracle as a blocker. We will put the... Oh, I think I just put the Mind Twist on top of my library. I wanted the removal spell, but that's fine. They're going to fetch away that Bayou. So now we have no idea what their next card is for a basic island. And they're going to sack the Horizon Canopy. You drew the Mind Twist, so we did mess that up. It's fine. Attack. We'll happily block. Opponent is going to Collective Brutality our Thassa's Oracle. And they're going to get to pull our Mind Twist out of our hand. Just fine. Okay. Don't want to give them the coveted jewel. But I got to do something. I mean, I guess. I will tap this for mana. Cycle the Miscalculation. There's the Doomsday. Now I just need a way to get the chain going by drawing a card. I'm at 4. I'm going to go to 2 when I cast Doomsday. Lumberjack. Do I get there? I don't. I do not get there. What happens if I Bolas's Citadel? Is there a way that I get there? Let's find out. There's a Duress. Nothing in hand. Play a Flooded Strand. Fetch. For Undercity Sewers. Put Cecil on top. Then I can cast him for 1 life. Puts me to 1. Yeah, let's put him in the graveyard. Harvester of Miseries. We have lost this one. Got close, though. If we had drawn any cantrip to get the Doomsday pile rolling, that would have worked. We were pretty close there. All right. Let's try one last time to Doomsday our way to victory. Preordain. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We'll keep that. I think we're actually going to save some of our card draw for Duelist of the Mind. We're just going to play the Mishra's Bauble out. Swamp from our opponent. And pass. It's a miscalc. We'll play Underground Sea, though. Let's get Duelist out. And we can use Mishra's Bauble to commit crimes. So there's a Vampiric Tutor. We are going to get to see what it is with Mishra's Bauble. We will upkeep set stop. Find out what it is. So we want to draw the card on our turn for Duelist. Show me your secrets. I would like to draw a card. I will discard the Duress. He needed a land. Literally Vampiric Tutored for a land. I hate it when I have to do that, but it is the way of the world. There's some times where you just don't have the mana. But that's good to know. Like, we could be trying to attack his mana if we had our deck set up for that, but we do not. We do not have a way to punish him. We could Fatal Push Mana Dorks. I guess that's a possible. Draw a card. There's the Doomsday. Okay. I think I will wait until next turn to try to Doomsday, because we have the Preordain in hand. And instead of Preordaining to pump the Duelist, we will Preordain to get the ball rolling. Bristly Bill, you got it. You got Bristly. Find the island. We will play the island. Then we will Doomsday. Now, in order for this pile to work, we need to be able to cast spells for free and then have the mana to Thassa's Oracle. So that means we need Gush, Probe, Oracle, Chrome Mox. We're not going to have the mana for it. This is where not having the dark rituals and what have you is gonna hurt us. I guess we'll also put Jace, Wielder of Mysteries in the pile. Yeah. All right. So the order in which we're gonna do this is Jace, Thassa, Gush, Probe, Mox. And we are going to hold back. Oh, he's got Vigilance. I guess I could have attacked there, but that's fine. Firstly, build triggers. We will yield to that. I don't think he can kill me. He could like invigorate Berserk. He could like invigorate Berserk. Sure, we will just block. We're not gonna risk ridiculous pump spells. All right, they're tapping out. Mind Twist for 3 kind of sucks, because that means we need to keep either the Miscalculation or the Preordain, and we didn't get either. Well, that's bad, because we put the Chrome Mox on top. Sure did. We can block with the Creeping Tar Pit if we need to, though. Opponent is taking a lot of time to think. We're admittedly both down pretty close to the end of our clocks. This is going to be the last turn of the game. Like, they knew that I drew a card and then didn't win the game. So they have to know that me discarding Miscalculation and Preordain is setting me back at least one turn. But he's probably under the impression that I can win next turn if he doesn't do something to disrupt me. And me not having the Miscalculation to counter a spell. All right, he's got something. It's a Death Greeter's Champion. I do have to block. So that's lethal, so I do have to block. And does he have anything? They are not going to make us discard a card because we don't have an instant or sorcery. They are going to drain us for 2. That is the last thing that they could do. We find Gitaxian Probe. We will Gitaxian Probe them for 2 life. We will pay 2 blue mana. We will Gush by returning 2 lands to our hand. We will play a land. We will now Thassa's Oracle. And we have won the game with a Doomsday. Doomsday! We will see you the next round. And we're back for round 2 against our opponent, Cowwatch. We've won the die roll. This hand is pretty sketchy, but we have lands, so we will hopefully draw out of it. Opponent has Lutri, effectively a free companion. Start off with a Creeping Tar Pit. We could have started off with a Flooded Strand into Undercity Sewer. Oh, matching our energy, I see. We'll play the Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Sunken. Opponent is just having a standoff with us. We will put Miscal Graveyard. Find a Coveted Jewel. And you know what? Let's see if they got a counterspell. They do, they kind of have to counterspell this. Sure did. It's not going to be any better next turn, that's for sure. Bauble from our opponent. They do not have Doomsday. Oh, they do have Doomsday mana. We could be getting Doomsday. Swamp. I mean, let's just keep hitting them with the old Mind Twist. We hit Subtlety, Time Twister, and Fallen Shinobi. That's a collection of cards. Pitching the Mishra's Bauble. The Astrologian's Planisphere. That's a word. Quite a word. Made a wizard. Is a hero. We find Consider. I think we will just go ahead and try to get Jace down. Mill him a couple. Draw Fatal Push. And we will probably Fatal Push the hero token. He tries to attack Jace. Unless they play something more threatening. Actually, I probably won't. I think I'll just let him smack Jace around a little bit. I'll Consider. Duress is... yeah. No, we need a land. We need a land. Graveyard. Find Bauble. Found land. Let us... this. A Coveted Jewel. Now, do they have a counterspell? Sure do. Got a Cryptic Command. We will Mishra's Bauble. Creeping Tar Pit, huh? Looks like we are losing Jace then. We are going to hold on to them. Oh, no, we need draw cards. We need draw cards. They're going to have a Force of Negation coming up next. That is important. No. Let us play the Grief. Play Malcolm. Hull Breacher is a pretty good pick. Hull Breacher is a pretty good pick. Let's go ahead and Harvester this guy before it gets too late. And then we can Fatal Push Malcolm if he tries to slip it over. You go to Equip. Fatal Push. They use the Force of Negation. And Probe. Let's Knight's Whisper. Play a Duelist of the Mind. Attack for 3. Play a land. Pass the turn. I guess we could have attacked with our Creeping Tar Pit. We're not really planning on killing our opponent with damage, but that's kind of a backup condition. I think I'd just block here. They put Lutri in hand. Alright. We need to potentially draw some cards. We'll pitch a Swamp. Find Cecil the Dark. Let's get in for a bunch of damage. Gush. Returning some islands to our hand. I guess we probably should have used Undercity Sewers there to get extra value off of it. But he's taken 11. Means the screws are on. Replay an island. We play Cecil. Then we will pass the turn. We have Lethal coming your way. Bone Daddy gets to eat Fallen Shinobi out of his own graveyard. Gets to adapt. Now, here's the problem. I don't think he gets to attack with that Fallen Shinobi. Or maybe he does. He does. But you know, I'm fine with making that trade. A Thieving Skydiver. So he's got plenty of flockers. Bolus's Citadel, huh? Let's Preordain Hose. Don't really want that either. We can Yawgmoth's Will and try to remove some stuff. Then we don't get to attack with Creeping Tar Pit. Is this 3 mana? Yeah, let's just attack. Do it that way. Just in case we have something that we could do, which we don't really have. He gets to do... Oh, he can only do the adapt thing once. Unless he has other ways to put +1/+1 counters. That Emperor of Bones is now just... Oh, he does have this thing, which allows him to put +1/+1 counters on it. Nice. Okay, I see the synergy. I see the synergy. That is a sorcery, so he does have to do it on his turn. That means he does not get to grab an extra guy. See, attack. Unless he's got a removal spell. I think if his last card is a removal spell. So I can Yawgmoth's Will Duress to see if he's got a spell. And then if not, just attack with Creeping Tar Pit. Yawgmoth's Will Duress. You. It is Lutri. I knew that. He does have Flash. Blue, black, colorless. Alright. Game 2. Again, I don't think there's anything that my sideboard could do to possibly make this any worse. Deck is perfect. Alright. This is a hand. We will keep it. Tamiyo is a great first draw. Or first play. Bolus's Citadel. Still rotting in my hand. Let's Preordain. Don't think we want either of these right now. And we will bobble on the upkeep. It is going to be a Duress. Gets to Tamiyo. Alright, well we got Doomsday. Sure do you have Doomsday. I think we're just gonna hold open Miscount instead of playing Cecil. And then next turn we can Sunken Ruins Doomsday and then just try to win. They are not quite tapping out, but damn close. All right. The worst case, if he has like a Spell Pierce or a Force of Will or something like that, he's got 3 cards in hand. You know, he didn't come here to not Doomsday. He is spending some time thinking about it and then letting it go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Thassa's Oracle, Gush, G-Probe. We'll grab a Jace just in case. And a Chrome Mox in case we need the mana. All right, so the order is going to be Jace is the last card. What happened? All right. Those are the cards that I want. They're going to go Jace, Thassa, Chrome Mox, Gush, Probe. All right. See if our opponent can beat us. Jesus, take the wheel. We are at our opponent's mercy. Duress does not get you there, but you do get to take our miscalc. They take Yawgmoth's Will. Interesting. Assuming they think that Yogg's Will is part of the win condition. All right, they attack. Sacking a clue token. They are desperation mode. Okay. Do we get there? Are we going to win this? G-Probe you. What's your hand? It's hard to tell what I saw because it did not tell me what cards are actually in their hand. It's not Duress. So it's like Fallen Shinobi, Inquisition, Time Twister. I think we just win. We are going to Gush. They get to Connive. And then we play... You know what? Let's play Chrome Mox. Just so we have extra mana. Put Cecil under it. We'll play Thassa's Oracle. Card left in deck. And we win. Doomsday. We did it, guys. 2-0. We'll see you in the third round. We are here for our third and final round against our opponent, Mario B. Brega. This is a weird hand, but we will keep it. Little land heavy, but we have certainly the ability to confuse our opponent as to what we're actually playing. Opponent leads on a Chromatic Star, which means even though this is a blue deck, they may not be controlling enough. They might be doing a little bit too hard on the artifact plan. Hopefully that's the case. This could be one of those situations where we just put pressure on them until they try to find a way to beat it, and then they stabilize, and then we just Doomsday anyhow. They are Chrome Starring for red to Chain Lightning our homeboy. That is fine. Because guess what? We got blue mana now. We could be anything. We could be any kind of deck. You have no idea. We got a counterspell ready and waiting for you. Thunderclap Trainer. I am fine with that. We got a Currency Converter. I utterly hate this card. I utterly hate this card. It is such a waste of time. It does so many things that do nothing. I hate this card so much. Okay, enough ranting about that. We are going to just go ahead and smash that guy. We will hold this for Fatal Push. This is another one of those cards where you have to yield to every single possible trigger you can, because there's like 3 on here. Like 2 are activated, 1 is a trigger. If you don't manually tell that, yes, just do it, you just do it. Just otherwise your clock will 100% evaporate. This card, Thopter Foundry. Is it Thopter Foundry? Retrofitter Foundry. That's the card I'm thinking of. And yeah, like there's certain cards like that just have so many triggers on them that you just won't even think like, oh, I'll just hit okay, hit okay, hit okay. Every single time you hit okay, it's eating like a second off your clock. That sounds like I'm being super picky about it, but like you've got to remember to do that. Otherwise you can lose to time, especially if you're playing a deck like Doomsday. Mistress Bauble, not what we're looking for. Preordain is what we're looking for. We want neither of these cards. Time Warp is not great, but we'll keep it. I mean, and by we'll keep it, I mean we don't have a choice. Alright. Always yield. Whenever you discard a card, always yield. Land played. They're playing straight up draw go. They're gonna second main phases. We get shot in the face for 4. Yeah, I definitely am kind of wishing I had kept that flooded strand, but the surveil ended up being pretty useful. There's grief. We are just gonna time warp, I think. They are force of negating us. All right. Yes, we are going to yield to that too. All of your triggers. Thank you. Let's see. Broadside bombardiers probably means we're dead, right? And then they shoot us for 6. Yeah, shooting us for 6. Deados. All right. Well, we found our one nemesis, decks that actually pressure us. Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna make any changes. I think our deck is about where it's gonna be. I said that every single match because we didn't draft anything that could be used as a sideboard card. We will try again. This would be a good first turn Kitesail freebooter, and we'll do that. And we'll pitch the Fatal Push so we can play it. Opponent has multiple removal spells, unfortunately. I would prefer him to use the Unholy Heat on it. So I'm going to steal... Or sorry, I would prefer him use the Chain Lightning on it. I'm going to steal the Unholy Heat, so he has to use the Chain Lightning to get it back. Is that a card that he already had? It was. Steam Vents, using the Chain Lightning to kill my guy. Gets the Unholy Heat back. We will hold up Miscalculation. And I'm playing the second island here in case I want to gush for whatever reason. And I may actually have to, because I'm a little low on cards. The Arid Mesa. There's Volcanic Island. Yeah, I think for tempo purposes, we are just going to slow that down. Get cards back with Gush. Coveted Jewel. We will play our island. We still have Harvester of Misery to work with. Mountain. There's a Preordained. Petty Theft and Brazen Bar are the same card. You can break that down. But I know he has the Unholy Heat and the Brazen Borrower. I don't know what his other 3 cards are. Back to me. Another land. I think we're just going to hold open. Going to Petty Theft our Chrome Mox. Sure. Brazen Borrower is now an exile. Yogg-Will. I think I'm going to Chrome Mox. I think we're just going to get rid of Yogg-Will. And we are going to Harvester of Misery his Brazen Borrower, and then next turn we're going to try to Mind Twist his hand away. There's the Brazen Borrower. We will... That. Tessa Light Shatter. Okay. Tessa is a good reason to not play Coveted Jewel right now. She's an orc. I don't think I ever knew she was... land there. You get this back. Aha. Okay. Okay. We find yet another land. We are gonna just Mind Twist their hand. They have Force of Negation. They pitched Otterball Elite to do it. So they don't have to discard their entire hand, but they did effectively lose 2 cards out of the deal, which I'm fine with. One of which is Force of Negation. That is important because I would like to be able to resolve my Doomsday. I know they still have the Unholy Heat. That is the only card... No, they have discarded the Unholy Heat. I know none of their hand now. They have exiled Arid Mesa. They have Treasure Cruise. Okay. They have got the pressure on. Alright, I could Undercity Sewers here, or I could just Coveted Jewel, let them take Coveted Jewel. And at this point, let's do it. He's still got another counterspell. Okay. Lose focus. You bet. Alright, cool. Let's just get overrun here. Our one nemesis. Decks that actually put pressure on us. And then tell us that we can't do things. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. That's a solid one. Looks like the Doomsday Dream is over, guys. Looks like the Doomsday Dream is over. Getting in for 6. Put us at 8, 7. What is our last card? Is Swamp. Let's do some math. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are dead. GG's to our opponent. GG's. Not bad. 2-1 with good old Doomsday. Thanks for watching. Appreciate any comments or likes you leave me. And we'll see you next time.